welcome back. We are looking at the switch statement. The switch statement is more like the if-else if. Now the syntax is as shown here. We have the switch and then we have an expression. This expression is evaluated once and we compare the results of that expression with the values we have for each and every case that we have. We have case 1, compare. If the expression compares with case 1, then execute these statements and then break. That break gets us out of the switch statement. If it doesn't compare, we move on to the next case statement and compare with the values that we have there. It might not necessarily be 1, 2, it can be any integer value that of your choice. If it does compare, then we execute those statements and then we break out of the switch statement. And it depends with the number of switch cases that you have. The more you have, the more comparison we are going to have to do. But generally, if the expression, the value that we got from this expression does not match any values that is being held by the cases that we do have, then we have to execute the statement that comes under default. Now, we have a flowchart here that shows us what basically we are saying here. We have the expression here, evaluated once, then we match. You assume this is a case 1 and then we match with the case 1. Does it match? If it doesn't, if it does match, execute those statements. If it doesn't match, move on to the next case. Compare, do they match? If they match, execute statements. If they do not match, then move on to the next case. Do they match? If they do match, execute those statements. If they do not match, and this happens to be the very last case that we do have, then we have to execute statements that are under default. So this is best explained using code. So let's get to Java programming and look at it more clearly. Okay guys, welcome back. Let's create a simple program to demonstrate the use of switch statement. And to do that, we can go and use our package, the one that we were previously using in our previous exercises. So basically, right click and then you come to new and then class. We can call this class weather system. Yeah. And we want it to have the main method. We can select it there and so that it can be auto generated. There it is, just been auto generated, so we don't need to keep typing it. Now we can declare choice, choice. Yeah, choice is an integer variable that we're going to be working with. And then we need a way for us to input our choice. Import java.util.scanner. Yeah, there it is. Let's fast forward things. So we need a menu, and here is the menu that we're going to make use of. Select option 1 for Nairobi, option 2 for New York, 3 for Sydney, 4 for Johannesburg, and then the user will be informed to enter the choice. Basically, when you whichever choice you're going to select here, you're going to get to know what the weather is like in that city. You can add more cities here. I think working with 4 is enough. So let's we're going to evaluate choice. Choice is what we're going to evaluate, so we begin with the switch. So what are we switching? We're switching choice. We must have opening and closing curly brace. So we begin the first case, case 1. Case 1 is system.out.println. Okay, so what do we have here? We can say cloudy. The weather maybe in Nairobi is cloudy. And of course we need to break now. Second case, case 2. Then system.out.println. Okay, what's the weather like in New York? Maybe sunny. Need to scroll so that you can see the code. Okay, next we have case 3 for Sydney. Here we have system.out.print println. Okay, okay, rainy. Case 4, we can have system.out.println what? Partly cloudy. Yeah, you can say in Joburg it's partly cloudy. And then of course we need to break bifurcation. Now so those are the 4 options that we have: 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we need a default to cater for any other value that a user may enter. System.out.println. Okay, we can say invalid inputs. Anything else you enter besides 1, 2, 3 and 4 should be able to get invalid outputs. Okay, that's what we have. Anything we might have left out? Okay, I don't think so. I think it's good to go now. Okay, let's save and run. There it is. You can see our menu. So if I select maybe 1, I should get cloudy. Okay, run it again. If I select what's the weather like in Sydney? 3. Oh, rainy, partly cloudy. What is that? 3. I entered 3 and I got, oh, here's the problem. See what happens if you don't include the bifurcation. This is what happens. It will give you the output, and then it will proceed to give you output for the next case there. So let's edit the code and put a break there. Break. Now you know why we need the break. We also need a break here. Break here. Okay, let's save and run it again. Try what's the weather like in Sydney. There, rainy. Run it again. What's the weather like in Joburg? Partly cloudy. Okay, so for us, remember to avoid running it every now and then so that you can make a new input, we can always use the loop. So while what? No, let's put it here. While true, to keep on looping all through, to loop. Then we can try it out as many times as we want without having to run the program again. So let's try it out. Okay, it is 5. Oh, it's invalid, doesn't work. Please enter choice. 2. It was giving me that. Okay, I don't need to be printing the menu every now and then, so we can cut here and let's bring it there. Now let's save and run it again. There. 3 there. Yeah, we don't need to keep reprinting the menu. So 1 there, cloudy. Please enter choice, maybe 4. Yeah, so it's working. So these are simple programs that are shown us how to make use of the switch statement, and it's as easy as that. So Goodbye for now. Let's meet in the next video.